just a quick brief here of what's going on. So if we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, I just want to break down. This is the DAX, okay? This is the Germany 40, the DAX index, okay? So you could see, very simple, we sold off, you already know that, from all-time highs back to lows of 80,800. It went up again back to 20,800, but it didn't manage to break above 21,000, and then we sold off again. We didn't manage to close below. You can see the lower week is below, but the body is not. So progress on the upside again, back to 21,500, and then we sold off again, right? And then we went up again, but no progress above. Then we went up again, but no progress above. And right now, the market was not open on Thursday and Friday and on Monday yesterday. And the market was open in the United States yesterday and was also open on Thursday, okay? If you're looking at the NASDAQ and you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, you can see NASDAQ also pushed up, and this is where DAX is right now, right? But NASDAQ managed to sell off. If we look here, it managed to sell off from highs to low yesterday, 8.5%, okay? So yesterday alone, we saw like 4% correction on the NASDAQ, and we did not see that on DAX. So if you look where we are right now in DAX, we're trading around this range. As you can see, we're trading around this range. It should come back even below these lows here. The same happened for Wall Street. So I have a lighter short position. I'm going to be ready to open more short here on the DAX. So right now I'm just looking for a short setup. I know it could push above here and it could start rallying, but this is an extreme overreaction to the market, okay? So let's see here. I know we're getting, it's 15 minutes delay, and I should see, I'm just gonna look at the biggest companies to see how they're gonna open. Okay, they should be open soon. Siemens as well. I'm always comparing the stocks. Okay, that's selling off 3%. How is Rheinmetall doing? That's also selling off a little bit. How's SAP doing? So it's selling off 2%, but if you look at the overall DAX, DAX is only down 0.5%. It's not really selling off. So I really want to go short here on the DAX. I know I could be wrong and it could push back, but I'll start going in with a lighter short position. I can always open more. I already have a short position on, but I'm pretty confident it's going to break below 21,000. So we could at least make 100 points all the way back to here. And then if it's going to sell off within the next 15-20 minutes, then we could add or we could hold all the way back to here. I'm not saying that I'm going to hold for over 1,100 points. Of course not. But it's a good potential setup. I'm right here. I'm short at the lows. I'll start doing 10 here. I'll risk 20% at 20 points here on the first one here. I haven't opened anything. Again, it's a little bit risky because we want to see where the market is going to head. Again, we do not want to take a short when there's like no progress. Like I know it's going to get rejected. I know it's going to sell off and it's pretty good confirmation. We just want to wait a little bit and make sure we're on the right side here. So to scalp this market, it's all about finding highs and finding lows, and how you identify that yourself is by looking at the previous highs and by looking at the previous lows, right? So you're looking at the lows for the pre-market session, right? And you could see it went back to 21,000 almost, so that should be your target for a short, but you don't want to take a short if it keep pushing up, right? You want to take a short if it's getting rejected here and there. So if it's come back to here, it's not really pushing above these two bodies here where the color is, then you consider going for a short. Here you don't go short, you're really not going long. It could get rejected here, not because there's a line, but I'm just saying it could get rejected because it's a round number, 125. It could also push up. That's why I'm waiting to do something either long or short. As you can see here, no really progress. On a 1 minute time frame, you could see that Nasdaq went down from highs to lows of around 85 points, okay? The same happened from DAX 190 back to 80, so that's 100 points, 20 points more. But DAX is extremely overbought on a short time frame. There is some difference. It's gonna be interesting to see how the DAX is gonna move today. For me, it's a short. I'm just gonna wait because it could push up off and they could push the market instead of selling it off, right? You can see it's showing lower highs, lower lows, and it could sell below, and we could come back to the previous lows. I think it should stop around here, the Nasdaq, and we should hold ourselves below here, and that's what I think is gonna happen. If we zoom a little bit out, and then DAX will also sell off. We got above on the 15 and the 30-minute time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we did not manage to break above 500 on the Wall Street, and DAX also looks weak to me. I'll start doing a lighter short position here of 10 contracts. Be careful. I'm shorting it here at 125. And I could exit this one here once yeah, let's just exit that one here if it's possible. Yeah, nope, I did manage to exit because for some reason, that's always what happens to me when I try to exit. It's not really gonna get filled, and it says the orders is the price is not the same price. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna wait for it to sell a little bit more off. I think it's a great opportunity to short. You just don't have to break above 140. That's why I have my stop loss at 144. I just have my stop loss above this, first of all, this line, but also above the higher week for the bar where we sold off from, okay? So that was the confirmation bar. Again, it could push up. Just be aware and have that in mind, okay? It's pretty wild that we see this selling pressure here and no confirmation, and it's like really selling off, like it's not really confirming, it's like very weak, and then DAX is holding that strong. Like, I know that they want to push the DAX maybe back to 200 or even 300. I'll just exit this one here for $70. Nothing, I know, at 110. So you could exit here at 110 or 109 if you want. So you could exit your short now, the ones we just opened together. You can even exit better than now, but it was a quick little scalp of 20 points. That was just the first trade. I don't hope that I think if you lost on this one here I just gave you, because it shows strong rejection here, as you can see. There's no progress. The same for Nasdaq. It's selling off, right? It went below. Same over here. It's not showing any progress above this candle, and it's not showing any progress above this after 15 minutes, after 20 minutes. So I hope you got the first one here. That's the first trade we took together here after Easter. So that's the first one. If you're sitting on and you're trading NAS 100 or you're trading DAX indexes, if you're using Fonda Pro or whatever, if you're not using TG, that's fine. Remember, when I do 1, or if I do 10, so 10 is probably a little heavier position for me. I mean, this account to this, not to my normal live accounts, but to this account size here it is. I would probably do 0.3, right? So if you're shorting something, that should be 0.3 because it's leverage 100. So no progress below 100. So far, I'm going to get ready to short the market again. Again, they could push it up. They could also dump it. But again, you should wait, because they could push it back to 150. I know they could sell it off and they could dump it, but just be careful here, okay, and be aware. I'd like to take another short here at 125. Same as last time. 125, 126 is currently trading at that level. I could consider exit this one here at the same 100. Let's see, I'll just exit again here, very light, $42, but we're growing this from 20k to 200k within the next couple of months. I will grow this to a couple of 100k within a couple of months. This is an experiment, so it's going to be a little bit scalping to lock in profit. And I'll not take any trades without you on this account here, okay? I just open a light one before market opening. It's still a short to me, but I'm gonna wait adding to this one here, okay? That's important to me. So Nasdaq is kind of pushing. Maybe it could push back to 18,000 and get rejected and then start selling off. Same for the Wall Street, they could push it back before they're gonna sell it off. This is the same for the DAX. They could push it back on a short time frame. If you look here today, you could also see it's kind of not showing any real confirmation. Some stocks is up, some stocks is down. It's not really doing anything right now. No progress. We got rejected here at 150. Let's see if we're gonna sell below. The market could easily dump back to 21,000. I'm just saying it, okay? So you're aware. But again, it could also push up, so it's very risky when you have no confirmation, okay? So it's strong here and it's weak here, so no confirmation, but we still managed to make 2 trades together. Be careful of taking a short here. They could easily push it back to here or even higher, okay? So just be careful. Still waiting, giving the market some time. I do not want to take the risk of going short here. Let's see here. I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm just waiting. Give the market some time and you will get confirmation. It could dump very hard for no reason. It could also push very hard for no reason, okay? Currently it's getting rejected. This could be a very good session. This could be a record session. We could potentially grow 5-10% or even more this session here, with very low risk if we're just waiting a little bit here. Let's say still waiting. Don't overtrade, guys. Wait for the right setup. Just waiting for it to come below and confirm. Still tricky here. Interesting that we see no progress. It's actually quite insane that the Nasdaq sold off 7-8%, and we could see DAX is not really reacting. But I think DAX is going to come later, and I'm not going to hold anything or hope for something. But it should come below 21,000 and sell off at least back to 500. It might not come now. We might first see it tomorrow because we're gonna have news. So again, I might be live for another 5 minutes more, and then I will take a short. We got rejected. We are past 30 minutes. There's no progress. It's very weak that we do not see any push. So I'll do a short here. It's currently trading. It's very risky, but it's currently trading at 117. So I just enter a short here, and we get exit again here at 12:13. I know it just pushed up very quick, but again, it's not hitting the stop loss. I'm out. I closed the one we just opened together. You could hold it down to 100 if you want. It's going to come down here soon, as I told you. It's just quick in and out. I told you. You see? Very easy market. I would like to add more to the short here. Let's see. The overall target for the next week or two for DAX to me is 20,000 straight, okay? So I think it's going to sell off at least 1,100 points. Not today. I'm not going to take 1,100 points. I just want to explain where we're going to head and where we're going to go, and we're going to trade in that direction. So we don't want to go long and hope that it's going to go back to all-time highs. It might, but it's just not what I want to prepare for, right? And now we have support here again at 100. So it's going to push back to 135, and then we can short it again at 135, and then might exit again at maybe 115 or maybe 120 for a quick scalp. Again, no progress below. For me to really consider going for a short, or opening a short with you, I would say we need to break below here. So break below 21,100 and then come below and take a stop losses out, and then the market will dump back to I think 900 in this session in the next 5-10 minutes. But again, if we're pushing up, then it's not going to happen. But I think it's going to sell off if we just wait. I think I'm going to go in for another short here. I'll do another short here at 12.13. It's currently trading at 14.15. Let's see here. Just exit again here for $80, very quick at 100 straight. So you can exit now if you want. Pretty good session so far. I think I'm up like 2%. If you do this for 10 days, then you have passed your Thunder Pro challenge and even more. But you just have to do the right size here, okay? And wait. What I'm doing here is still good and it's still fine. It's still working out, and it's the right things to do. Still waiting. So if it's really gonna dump hard, that's why I have a short open. So I just placed a short. If it's gonna really dump and sell off, then it's just great. But if not, then no worries. It's not really big for me. We'll grow this account to plus 50k this week if I'm very good. And I really managed to cut losses extremely quick. No progress, and that's why I'm not re-entering, and that's why I'm considering if I should just hold the short I have for maybe a couple of hours and then exit in around lunchtime. I don't know. It's not really my style to hope for something or to predict where the market is going to go. So big push right here, 127. Be careful of going against the trend, okay? It could push up, it could push the market higher. They managed to really hold it, okay? They didn't manage to dump it, but I could consider doing a quick short. I'm doing a quick short here at 130. No, this is too quick. Let me see if I can exit this one here. Yeah, you might not get the last one I took here because I entered quick at 130. And if you did, then I would probably have a stop loss at 155 and then target back to 75 if you really want to hold it. Or I can let you know if you just went in short here. I can let you know when I would close it. I would probably close it at maybe 15. So you can close it now. Close it now if you went short. It's not bad. It's 15 points. You're really not gonna really lose money following me if you do the right correct position size and you're just holding it. Because I'm not trading against the trend. Like you see, Okay, yeah, okay, got in here, and you maybe got in there, and I say exit, and then you would have lost. But if you've been listened to me and I told you it's gonna come down, then you would have now been making like 25 points in like 2 minutes. That's like $250. That's like 1.2% of this experiment account in like seconds. That's what people they they like making in a month. They very very good. Like investors, right? So it's very tricky. There could come some crazy order blocks. They could manipulate the market. There could come some institutional investors and they try to push it to 300 or maybe push it higher. But again, overall, okay, it could come back, but again, do the risk to reward. So it's currently trading around this range. It could come up 2%, but it could also sell all the way back, 13, 15%. So the risk reward is like pretty great. It's like 7 times more upside to the downside. So I would only do short these days till we get new confirmation on an upside or news or events and so on and so on. We're actually gonna have events. I think we're gonna have events tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow, as you can see here, oil, French flash manufacturing PMI, Germany flash. Yeah, so this is 30 minutes after market opening. We have to be very careful holding anything over and trading on this volatility. Tomorrow is going to be a very good day for me. I'm pretty sure I can grow 10% tomorrow with low risk. And I'd have to do many trades, of course, like not doing 10% in one trade. Yeah, so tomorrow is going to be a very good day for me personally. But yeah, so my job is not really like just explaining what I do, but also pick out direction. I'm very good at finding out where the market is going to go overall, but also in the short time frame. Okay, you see, I didn't went long here like other people would do, a long here or went long there. Like, why would I do that? It did not manage to break above the opening of the pre-market highs, and it actually managed. Let's see if we have a 15 minutes. Let's see if we have a school run like opening range breakout here. So for me, this is the highs. So 158. What is the lows for the first 15 minutes? So the lows might be around. Let me see here. Okay, so right now we at 40. Okay, highs and something with this lows here. So this is the lows right there. So the lows is okay. Let's mark that. That's a short. It's actually a short right now. Everything below here it's a short, and we are below, so it's a short. Everything really like above here, it's a long. So everything above here it's a long, and everything below here it's a short. It did not confirm. It's not really below. I know we went below here and we closed below, but yeah, I like to actually go for a short now before closing out for this stream here. So then we could make around 3%, 3.5%. So I'm about to take a short. I'm just gonna see if it's gonna hold and sell off. Again, it could bounce all the way back to here. So right now, not to explain a stop loss, but just to explain the risk. So it could come back 0.4%. It could also sell off 0.4%. So it's like a bad risk to reward. The golden ratio is not there, so I wouldn't personally take a trade, and the risk reward is not even there, and the direction and the confirmation is not even there. I'll give it all because it's the first day, and I think I could make a lot here, very safe and very secure here. I'll wait a little bit more to see what's going to happen here in the market. Nothing really happens yet, still waiting for confirmation, okay? I've done nothing, I'm still waiting to see. Could consider doing a quick short here. Could consider doing a short here. No really confirmation so far. Still waiting, it's too risky. There's no confirmation. It could sell off here, but it could also push. I think it could be a good short here. I'll do a short here. This is my last trade. It could go against me, it could push up, and it could come above. I'll exit this one quick if we can come back to maybe 115 or maybe 112, but let's see here. It's a risky play because there's no really confirmation so far. And it's just pushing up a little bit here. I think I'm moving my stop loss here because it's still a lighter position. The overall upside is all the way down to here, even lower, even like 21,000. But again, there's no really confirmation, and that's what we have to pay attention to here. I could consider exit this one here. Let's just exit at 10. It's currently trading at 10, as you can see. Okay. I just exit this one here. I know it could sell off, and this is good for a short. It's just not been sitting here for quite some time now, and it's not really selling off. It's not really giving me what I really want, like that massive selling pressure below 21,000. So to me, it was a good session. Like maybe, okay, so you could still consider doing another short here. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll do a short here at 1.808, actually even worse than the first 1.5. Let's see if it's gonna dump back to 75. Nasdaq is confirming, Wall Street is confirming, DAX is consolidating. I don't want to get stopped out immediately, so I'm moving my stop loss to 52 because there could be some manipulators that pushing it just above this little stupid line. I'll exit this one again here for 61. Not a bad session, actually very good. the whole idea I told you to go short was right. It's just very slow. I have a feeling it's still like a holiday and it's not really giving me the signal I want because it's still a short. I still think the market is really going down. That's why I have a short. You don't have to copy this one here at all. You could do a light position that you don't care about and then just take it back to at least 21,000. It's just a matter of time before it's going to sell off. Yeah, to me, no confirmation. I'll end the session now. I have no position. You should not take this as an open position. It's just a position I'm holding. So I'll deduct that from the overall balance and the overall profit. Doesn't matter if it's a loss or it's a profit, okay? So no more trading. I will journal down and I'll see how much we made this session. It's not bad actually. It's actually very good.